What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining in on Holy Fit Mentorship, where this channel is predominantly here just to be able to be for you guys. I want you guys to learn on how to grow your social media and how to begin to monetize off your social media. We're not talking about buying followers either. I want to teach you organic, real growth. Now, there's not going to be a third-party app that I'm trying to sell or anything like that. These are just little tips and tricks that you can use, that I have used in the past to grow my social media. So let's get started. Cue the intro. Alright guys, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is how to become an influencer. I have a lot of students who come to me and say, I want to do what you do. How do I do it? And unfortunately, they only see the very top of the surface. They only see like pretend it's an iceberg at the top. They only see the peak. They don't see the amount of work that goes on in between the mountaintop experiences. So the first thing that I like to say is I'm going to separate these into three different categories. Number one, this one stops a lot of people from actually starting, and that is the gear syndrome. Keeping up with the Joneses, if you will. You guys don't need these fancy equipment. I'm shooting right now with the Sony a6 300, link down below. I also have a Diva ring light, I have a drone, I have a bunch of different equipment. However, it didn't start out that way for me and my wife. We just simply grabbed an iPhone 4, set it up, and we just sung the song. And fortunately enough, that one first video got us about 1 million views. If you guys want to watch that, I'm going to go ahead and link it up right over here. So go ahead and click that, and you guys will be taken to that video just to see it. It's super horrible quality. I really didn't know what I was doing. We just kind of wanted to do it. So a lot of people actually think that they need to buy all of this fancy equipment, the vlogger, the Joby stick, the big lights, the microphones, the lapel, and that can't be further from the truth, guys. You really need to focus on just producing content. Your very first 100 videos is going to suck ass. It's going to seriously suck. But that's the only way you're going to get better, is practice makes perfect. So guys, I highly recommend that you guys start filming content and gathering content and putting up the content. Now, if you are convinced that you need to start to just produce content and you just don't know what you need to be producing on, this takes me to my step number 2, which is finding your voice. I cannot say this may be the most important step on how to become an influencer on social media, a content creator, if you will. You guys have to understand that if you had the platform, what is it that you wanted to say to people? Like if you had 1 million followers right now, what message would you want to get across to people? This is considered your voice. Your voice, to become an influencer, you need to make sure that you are influencing people in a certain direction that you believe they need to go. That's what makes an influencer. An influencer is a leader and somebody who leads somebody into an action that they believe is the correct action to take. These are influencers. For example, if you have a drink in your hand, you want to promote that drink, you are influencing somebody with the use of content, whether it be video making, noise, or even picture content, into actually purchasing that product. So guys, that is what an influencer does, but you have to really make sure that you find your niche. That is the biggest thing of all. Now, I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people who want to do fitness training and then they do a bunch of cars stuff. They have an automotive, company, and they're trainers, so they're trying to mix both of them together. And unfortunately, this does not work for somebody who's just starting out. If you notice, if you're following somebody and you're like, well, Andy, these guys have fitness and they're doing real estate combined, or business or real estate or whatever it is combined, you have to understand that they didn't start off like that. They started off with just one specific niche. They took that and drove with it, and when they started creating the actual content, that's when people started following, and then they can start adding in here and there bits and pieces of the automotive career. Now, I'm not saying that if you finally decide to go fitness, for example, or real estate, that does not mean that you cannot show anything else other than fitness. That's not true. What I'm saying is you don't make your channel predominantly 2 different niches. If you want to throw in here and there real estate or couples things or couple challenges or pranks, anything in that nature, you're more than welcome to do that, but I highly recommend that you guys stick to one niche and drive forward. And to elaborate on this whole voice message, guys, if you guys had 1 million followers, what would you like to say to them? That is an amazing question. So for example, I want people to know who follow me is that there's hope after dope. that is my message to people, that you can really pull yourself out of the gunk and the mire and the clay. And be someone who you really want to be and who people want you to be as well. My wife is making sure that she tells people, her voice is be the change that you wish to see in people. That is her favorite quote, and that is the message that she promotes on her social media following. So guys, please make sure you find your voice. What is it that you're wanting to say to people? Is it health and fitness? Is it wellness? Is it science-based? Is it valuable information, entrepreneurship, how to become a model, a dog walker? It doesn't matter what your voice is. You just need to narrow down and laser focus on that voice. And number 3, this can cause actually the biggest downslide of your entire influencing career, and that is consistency. A lot of people post one post here, one post there, 2 posts this week, 3 posts that week, 1 post this week, skip a week, 3 posts, 1 post. And unfortunately, this throws off the algorithm, and the YouTube will not reward you for being that influencer. So you have to remember being consistent. I'd rather you guys post 1 video a week and post it on Mondays, every single Monday that you have from then on forward, and then worry about launching a second day like Thursday or Wednesday or Friday, but making sure that you already have lined up with people and that they know that you're going to be posting a video at that certain date and time, guys. I cannot tell you how many people start off very strong and then slow down because they're not receiving the growth that they wanted to have. So guys, those are the top 3 tips. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the thumbs up, and please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about next. And until next time, guys, I'll see you there.